Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Guess you're here because you're frustrated with your situation, frustrated with the same things coming up, you're having those same automated reactions and responses, and really don't know which way to turn. The great news is that you can really achieve your possibility and your potential in your life, in your relationships, and in your career through a few simple discoveries, some practices and work on your inner game, and you'll open up a world of happiness, calm, and enjoyment that you just didn't think would be possible. So in today's 15-minute masterclass about upgrading your operating system, I'm going to cover a few key things so that you can truly understand what's possible and start discovering your full potential and possibilities in life, relationship, and career. It's within your grasp. You can get there. Number one, I'm going to explain what's holding you back. What's the truth about why you keep responding in the same way, why the same frustrations or anger or annoyances keep coming up for you, and how to shift past them. I'm going to cover the quick fixes to avoid, what not to do, what are the things you might have heard of that really won't help you shift in this space. Number three, I'm going to go through the roadmap to get that upgrade that you've been looking for, to achieve that potential, those possibilities that you really thought maybe are possible, but keep limiting yourself and your old ways of operating aren't letting you get there. And I'm also going to give you a free, quick win, easy way to transform and upgrade your operating system today. All sound pretty exciting. Let's get stuck in. First, what's holding you back? The key thing to understand is what's holding you back is the map that you create in mind inside your inner game of reality out there. What happens out there in reality and what's actually happening with you is not what you think is happening in your mind. And a great illustration to prove this point is this poster behind me, which is like a map of reality, and it's about as accurate as our maps. None of us would look at this and go, that accurately depicts reality in everything that's happening. You can generally see there's mountains and sky and maybe fields and a road, but this map, like our maps in our mind, is not reality, and we shouldn't trust it to be what is happening. If you always responded based on this and go, I want to visit this place or not based on this map, well, you're using limited information, and the exact same thing happens internally. Let me share a diagram that summarizes how it goes on in our own mind and how it all goes on differently for everyone. What we have out there in reality is an event that occurs, and energy flows out from that event in the form of light, sound, and physical things that come from us from that event, some of which come into our perception, some don't. Some of that energy goes ways and perspectives of that event we don't even see, hear, or touch. They get filtered through our meaning making, our filters that we apply. The first filter being the senses, the one that we preference, or the ones that we preference out of sight, out of sound, taste, touch, smell. So which ones do we preference? And we apply all these filters such that we delete some of the information, we distort some of the information, and we generalize some of the information to create a map, to create a movie within our own mind that is not reality, that is changed, that has less information, some deleted, some distorted, and we've generalized some of it. We apply a couple of other filters as well. We apply our beliefs and values, the things that we have maybe doubted at one stage, but we've confirmed for ourselves. And then we can even strengthen those and create real identity frames around our beliefs and values. A common one can be, I'm a hard worker, or I'm being lazy. Those sorts of things, we have values and beliefs around what it means to be a hard worker or lazy, and then we can apply it to ourselves and create real identity around it, and might defend that identity if it's challenged or we perceive it's challenged by an event out there. We also have meta program filter. that filters information that's coming in by our preferences, by what's worked in the past. And a common meta program is global versus detailed. They're both meta programs. Some people are really global. If you ask them about their weekend, they'll go, yep, great. You might ask, what did you do? Oh yeah, caught up with some friends. That's a global person. If you speak to a detailed person, they'll probably go, oh, well, Friday night, got home, poured myself a drink, had dinner. Oh, we were thinking of having Thai, but we had fish and chips. You get the picture. That's a detailed person. And habitually, we've learnt different meta programs. Some we really favor as drivers for ourselves. Another really important thing we do is our memories. We use our memories of previous events that we go, this looks similar. And we start to immediately run deletion, distortion, generalizations. I know what's going to happen to this. Oh, I don't need to take in all the information because I've seen it before. So that all comes to us. We create the map in our mind, and then we further create meaning around it. That movie in our mind it does create an immediate feeling. We might be calm, we might be angry, we might be happy. Then we have thoughts about that feeling, and those thoughts, we then can create a feeling about the thoughts, and thoughts about the thoughts, and thoughts about the feelings, and we metastate about it, and we create a real meaning about it. Then we get a response. We get a physiological response in our body. It might change our heart rate, our temperature. We might walk away. We might get ready to fight. Whatever it might be, these habitual responses. And then we say things as well. We'll have an argument. We'll say something to defend maybe a value or belief that we hold about ourselves, or to get the detail. We say something, we need the detail. We haven't got the detail yet, for example. And so we respond in these ways. So this is the key thing, that the more you understand this, the more that you can get awareness over what's happening with this meaning making, and shift some of that by getting flexibility and leaning into other filters that you might apply, and rediscovering what you've deleted, distorted, and generalized in reality. So that's key to what's happening. The other key thing is perspectives that you might take in a situation to take in information. And we all habitually have a native perspective that we apply, but we can lean into some of the other perspectives that we might be missing to get a much fuller set of information, have a more awareness of what's informing our decision making, and then choice to respond in different ways. The perspectives are into 4 quadrants. We've got individual perspectives up the top, collective perspectives down the bottom, and internal perspectives within ourselves and others, and exterior, the observable perspectives. First person, upper left, is the personal values, beliefs, and mindsets we hold. Second person, lower left, is the internal collective perspectives. What's the shared culture, norms, and shared expectations or beliefs that exist within a group and within others? Shifting over onto the right side, we get objective, the upper being our own objective, observable behaviors and actions in the third person perspective. And shifting up into fourth person is looking collectively at the external, looking at the bigger picture, the systems, the environment, the processes. Again, the real observable things that you can see at play. One of the key things is getting flexibility across perspectives. And I've got a native perspectives test that you can undertake in under 10 minutes, few questions to really drill into your perspectives. And that's what I'm giving you for free today. Click the link next to this video. You can do your native perspectives test and start getting awareness and the key steps to start to shift this for the better. So they're the key things that are holding you back, is around your perspectives, is around your meaning making. What are some of the quick fixes to avoid? Now, the main quick fixes to avoid, if we go back to this diagram, is the things that are working on the emotional responses, the behavioral responses. A lot of treatments and a lot of therapy, a lot of coaches We'll work on that of how can you change your emotional response, getting emotional control or behavioral control, getting shifts there. But if we don't shift our meaning making, if we don't shift what's happening to create our map, what we even see and perceive in our perspectives, what chance do we have to shift the emotions and the responses? If we believe that being a hard worker is really valuable, that's going to keep informing us no matter how much we focus on our emotional response or the behaviors. So what we need to do, the roadmap to move us out of this. The roadmap that you want, because you can truly keep enhancing your operating system. You can enhance it to realize your full potential and possibilities in your life, in your career, and in how you relate to others. You can move from what you've got now, from your automated responses, from your unconscious meaning making, from your limited perspectives that you're taking, to a state where you have awareness of how you're making meaning. You have awareness of the options. You can get objective to what you're currently being a subject to in your mind. You can get choice around your intention that you want to hold in a moment, and have flexibility in how you respond in any given moment to better achieve your intentions around life and relationship, and get rid of that frustration and pain that you may currently be going with. So today, what can you do? What's the free thing that I'm giving you today to transform? I mentioned it already. It's that free native perspectives test. 10 minutes is all it will take. It's a quick test, completely free. Click the link next to this video, do your test, and read through all the breakdown that I give you of what might be really good about your native perspective, but what you might be missing in your missing perspectives, and some tips to lean into those perspectives. Do that now and you really start to discover your future. What I do beyond that is I'm happy to sit down with the first 5 people that do that test. I'm throwing in a free 30-minute debrief session on your native perspectives test. Do your native perspectives test, click the link in the email that follows to go book in that 30-minute debrief where we'll go deeper into your native perspectives, into your current challenge, and explore what might be holding you back in terms of perspective in relation to that. All completely free. Do that today and you truly can start to discover, because I know it's possible for you, so many people have done it before, discover your potential and possibilities that you can achieve in your life, in relationships, and in your career. Native perspectives have helped hundreds of people before. I've borrowed it from the coaching room. I've expanded on their test. So many people have worked through this, and I just want to share that with you today for free because I know how much difference it's made for me and it can make for others. If you know you want to go further than that and to really get into your meaning making so that you can unlock quicker and faster the potential and possibilities in your challenges that you've got today, to really go specific to your challenges and what filters and habitual ways, automated responses that you've got going on, then my 3-month program is for you. The core to that 3-month program is fortnightly one-on-one sessions with me where we'll coach through your specific challenges, unpack what it means for you and how you can shift that, how you can achieve your outcomes that you've been looking for. Also got monthly deep dive workshop classes with everyone on Zoom calls. They're also recorded if you can't make it, where we'll go real deep into a specific topic and area to help us all evolve and develop and upgrade our operating system. And thirdly, within that, there's weekly tips that we'll send through, focusing on specific challenges and practices that we can apply in between the coaching sessions that you have with me. If you want all that, there's a huge amount of value. Usually, offering all of that for $5,500, but discounted rate for you if you sign up before Christmas for that. And it's only for the first 5 places that sign up. I've got 5 places for this. It's $2,799 for that 5.5 grand's worth of value of the fortnightly coaching, the masterclasses, the tips, the support that you need to shift from your current reality, your frustrations, your pain, without the emotional control, without the behavioral control that you might have tried in the past, to get to your full potential, your full possibilities, to achieve transpersonal realization in your life, in your relationships, and your career. Looking forward to working with you. Do the free test. Check out if you're interested in the coaching and you want to do that now. I've got a free, no obligation intake session where we deeper dive into what it means for you, what your challenges are, really discover if it's going to work for you. Don't want you signing up until we've sat down, spent that half an hour. So let's do that if you're really interested. But again, don't have to do that today. You can just start with the Native Perspectives test. Also, if this has been of value, feel free to forward this on. Anyone can do the Native Perspective test, and keen to see you actualize into your potential and possibilities in life, relationships, and your career. I'm Grant Schuster. Thanks for watching.